Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Yes, Solana is getting to a key point now. It's reached basically the next target. Yeah. So what we've been tracking here since the low was an impulsive move to the upside with a corrective move down here. That has moved around a few times, the actual labeling, but it's now looking quite promising, at least what we're looking at here. There's a real chance that Solana is continuing the breakout and is actually fulfilling the breakout scenario here. To do that, it needs to break above that 42.87 level next. That was also the level that we had on the radar to be reached next after a breakout above $40. So the $40 level was a very relevant one. We broke above that here yesterday briefly. Didn't break above it substantially. Now it seems like we did break out of it today. We might be retesting it now from above. That level would be around 41.20, and then we can set out for a further increase. You can see we are very well adhering here to an ascending trend line. Again, when you're in the beginning of an uptrend and you have a trend line like that, these pullbacks to trend lines can be used as trade setups. Again, I'm not telling you to buy, but they can be with a stop loss below the low. They are, it's up to you when you buy, but these are definitely opportunities. Yeah, these pullbacks. Now, we had to break above the wave B high. That is what we did. We had to break above the wave 1 high in green, what we did. We now have to break above the wave 1 high in yellow, which we still have to do. A break above that can take us to this important level, and I think we can get there then fairly quickly, because that would be a breakout of this range down there. We could then get fairly quickly to that wave 4 high, so that would be another breakout point, could take us to 48.41, and a move above that can lead to a larger rally, to a more sustainable rally in my opinion, and then there is a real chance that we won't see lower lows anymore. At the moment it's still a bit unclear, yeah, but things are looking promising. Yeah, we've now made a higher high and a higher low. So it could really be that the overall correction for Solana is over. And everybody who's getting frustrated now, because you might have waited once more for a lower price, which I told you wouldn't be good for Solana. So if we see another lower low, it wouldn't be good for Solana. It is still not off the table, but it wouldn't be good, because we would then drop once more below the 88.7% fib level. But for anybody who might get frustrated, I mean, just look at where we come from which price level. We're now at $42. That's the level, even 55, like half a year ago, the level that I told you as realistic, $55 for Solana in this correction that we talked about many months ago. Yeah, a lot of people said I'm crazy, and look at where we are now. We're even below that level still. So it's always a matter of perspective. So we are still early days. Should we really go up from here? It is still uncertain, because we have not broken above that wave 1 high here at 42.87 and above $48, but it's starting to look promising. The volume is coming in, we have the indicators now on our side as well. They are picking up momentum. We have seen a bullish crossover here on the ADX. That was a buy signal here. That was pretty much at the low there. So the things are adding up, the MACD as well. Bullish crossover here on the RSI, now above 50 even, and the MACD is moving up as well. And we talked about before in videos about the 4-day chart. The 4-day chart actually looks quite good, and that if we now start to see this pick up, because we see a lot of bullish divergences on the 4-day chart, on the MACD for example, and the 4-day chart is relevant sort of from a medium-term, longer-term perspective. Yeah, you have a nice bullish divergence here, making lower lows on the price chart and higher lows on the MACD on the 4-day, which is more of a long-term signal. I told you, if we see on the MACD a bullish divergence, and then you see the price action, and then you see this rotating to the upside, getting bullish momentum in, I mean, there isn't much more that you can get in terms of indicators that we are at least starting to move up, and that there is a real potential. There is never 100% guarantee. Yeah, anybody who thinks that, it's impossible to guarantee something in financial markets. Also, to predict market movements, extremely difficult. You can do it to a certain degree with the Elliott wave method, but it's still extremely difficult, especially on the lower time frames, and especially in the current environment, because these are not necessarily normal markets at the moment. It's extremely difficult, but we are in an environment where it is a perfect environment to build bullish momentum, because you need an extreme fear environment, like shown by the fear and greed index. You need an extreme fear environment to be able to start a new bull run. Yeah, think about that. You're not going to start a new bull run in an extreme greed environment. Then you're actually starting a bear market. All right, that's my view about Solana. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.